I found this mysterious glass object filled with an unknown liquid while exploring a barn from the early 1900s in the United States. It's about the size of a large light bulb, and I'm not sure what it could have been used for. Any ideas? What you have found is likely an antique fire grenade or fire extinguisher commonly used in the 19th century and the early 20th century. These devices were designed to be hung in high-risk areas and would activate by shattering when exposed to heat, releasing the liquid inside to suppress the fire, similar to modern sprinkler systems. Most of these extinguishers were filled with carbon tetrachloride, a highly toxic substance. Please handle it with care and avoid breaking it, as the chemical can be hazardous to your health. I found this small metal can while cleaning a basement. It doesn't open, and it looks like someone already tried to open it, but it's sealed tight. When I shake it, there's a rattling sound inside. There's no date or markings on it. Any idea what it could be? At first, many people thought this was a can from a child's play kitchen. Some users recalled playing with similar cans as children, with one mentioning, "My grandmother had a set of these in her basement, and we used to play with them." There were many cans with famous brand names. Later, someone suggested it might be an old lighter, as they had found a similar item online. They encouraged the original poster to try opening it. The poster responded, "I've tried twisting both the top and bottom parts and pulling them off, but it doesn't budge." A few hours later, the author updated the post. He said that he managed to open the can, and it turned out to be a lighter made in the 1940s. I have a small metal object that my grandmother received from her grandmother, who was born in the late 1800s. I have no idea what it is or how old it might be. Could it possibly be related to Prussian armor? The object you have is most likely a snuff box, a small container traditionally used to store ground tobacco. Its design seems to be inspired by military armor, resembling a breastplate and helmet. Based on its appearance, it likely resembles the armor of a German officer from around 1900. You can compare it to illustrations of World War I parade uniforms. The object features a Pickelhaube, a spiked helmet, which strongly indicates that it originates from Germany. Snuff was quite popular in Germany during this time. The hole on the left side was likely meant for a photograph of a loved one, as photography had become quite common in Germany by the late 1800s. I came across a strange weapon in a German news clip about the Turkish coup. Can anyone help identify what this weapon might be? The item you saw is a portable anti-drone jammer system designed to protect military bases, important facilities, and high-value assets from attacks by drones and small unmanned aerial vehicles. This device is shaped like a rifle to enable precise targeting, as it uses a Yagi-style antenna that emits a cone-shaped beam of radio waves. This beam must be carefully aimed at the drone to interfere with its control and navigation signals. The rifle scope helps to focus this beam more accurately. I found this item at an antique store labeled as a key. It seems to be made of brass, is fairly heavy for its size, and has no markings. Any idea what this key could be used for? What you found is a water meter key. This tool is used to turn the valve on a water meter or to open the meter box lid, allowing access to control the flow of water. These keys are typically made of metal, such as brass, to withstand outdoor conditions and frequent use. They often have a T-shaped handle for better leverage and grip, making it easier to turn the valve or open the lid. I found a metal object in the middle of the desert. Its shape is very geometric and doesn't look natural. It kind of feels and looks like cast iron and weighs about 10.5 ounces. Does anyone have any idea what this could be? The object you found might be a worn-out ball from a tumbling mill. In a tumbling mill, which is a large rotating drum, steel or iron balls are used to crush materials like ore or stone. Over time, these balls can become worn and take on a shape similar to what you've described. I found this glass-like tube shell washed up on a beach in Nags Head, North Carolina, just south of Jeanette's Pier. It looks like a transparent piece of a tube. Any idea what it could be? What you found is likely a stingray tooth plate. Stingrays use their flat teeth to crush the shells of crabs and other shellfish, grinding them up for easier consumption. These teeth, which often wash ashore, have a glass-like appearance. I often see these carriages in the United Kingdom, but I'm not sure what they are used for. They don't seem optimized for aerodynamics or capacity, and their doors are angled at 45 degrees. They look too clean for carrying coal. Any idea what they transport? These carriages are used by Mendip Rail Limited, a company that transports aggregate materials like gravel, sand, and other bulk materials from quarries in the United Kingdom. The wagons function as hoppers, filled from the top and emptied downward through a special section of rail with a conveyor or similar mechanism underneath. This allows for efficient unloading directly onto transport systems below the tracks. I found a small, plastic-like circular object about 3 centimeters in diameter on several beaches in Sardinia, Italy. It resists bending and feels durable. Any idea what this could be? What you found is likely a piece of moving bed biofilm reactor media. These plastic carriers are used in wastewater treatment plants to provide surface area for biofilm growth, which helps break down waste in water. They are lightweight and durable, which is why they can sometimes wash up on beaches after being discharged from treatment systems. I found this object in the trash. It's about the size of my hand. It has 3 rotating layers, and I don't think it's a calendar because the numbers don't seem to follow any order. It looks like it might be missing a piece at the front. Any ideas on what this could be? What you found is a perpetual calendar made by ROKR. It is designed to be assembled like a puzzle. The calendar uses rotating layers to display the day, month, and year. The inconsistent numbers are part of the design, allowing different dates to be set by rotating the parts. These calendars are often sold as DIY kits for decoration or gifts. This was found at the bottom of a lake in northern Maine. It weighs about 2 pounds and appears to be made of stone. The longer end has a sharpened tip like an axe. It seems to be stone and is not magnetic as far as I can tell. If it is, the corrosion gap is large enough to negate any magnetic properties. Can anyone help us identify what this is? This is a stone axe head. A forked wooden handle would have been slotted into the groove and then secured in place by tightly lashing it with rawhide, sinew, or plant fibers. Stone axe heads like this were commonly used by Native Americans and early settlers for a variety of tasks, such as chopping wood, shaping wooden tools, and even in construction. These tools were essential for daily life, as they provided a versatile and durable means for working with wood and other materials. I found a small metallic piece around 4 to 5 centimeters, heavily rusted, in a river in central France. It looks quite old, and I'm curious about its purpose or origin. Can anyone help identify what this might be? This is a head tube plaque from the Ajax cycle brand. Cycles with this logo were manufactured in the town of Albert, located in the Somme region of France from 1906 to 1913, just before World War I. In 1915, both the factory and the town were nearly destroyed by German artillery fire. The Battle of the Somme, which took place a year later, resulted in nearly 1 million casualties. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Your support motivates me to create more videos. See you next time.